Hi guys, welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how you can start to quickly build up your model through some vegetation and pathways and add some moving people into your buildings quite quickly to get ready to then export and create videos and renders. So at the moment we're just going to show you some rapid workflows of how you can start to model. So what I want you to do is head down once you have your model all in place. What you can do is head down to your populate tool here at the bottom, and we see that we have some options here. So we've got foliage, paths, and urban, and we're just going to click foliage, and we're going to click on paint for now. I'm just going to drag that up, and I'm going to go to landscape, and I'm going to show you how you can quickly start landscaping. So we'll just chuck in some trees. There we go. Okay, those look cute, and we might put in maybe we don't want that tree. Maybe instead we'll put in a bunch of bushes. Cool, we're having a little bit of a rainforesty themed garden, so that's all good. Perfect. Okay, once you're happy with your selection, what you can then do is you can start to paint. So we see this green circle here. Basically this shows us the diameter that we're painting in, and we have the ability to control it, to make it bigger or to make it smaller, whatever suits your needs. So in this case, we'll just have it at this height, this size, and we can see that just by dragging, we can just create some foliage, which is pretty awesome in a very timely manner as well. Now, if you're like me, don't stress if you've gone outside of the bounds of where you're hoping. You can click this eraser tool, quickly change the diameter to suit you once again, and erase where you're not wanting any more foliage. And that's basically how you can quickly start adding in vegetation. We now have a nature strip that we've added in literally 2 seconds. Okay, the next tool I'm going to show you is very similar. It's a great, but it also works quite differently and has a different purpose, I would say. So this here is great for when you're specifically wanting to vegetate an area. And the next tool I'm going to show you, so we're going to head back to our populate tool down the bottom, and instead of clicking paint, we're going to click scatter. And the scatter tool works similarly, so I'm just going to choose trees for this, but it does it on a large scale. So I might choose that tree, and I might choose something that's going to look a bit different, so you can see the diversity, and this tree. Now I can click on these trees, and I have the ability to control the age, so I might want it to look a bit smaller, the season, I can change the leaf color, and whether it's going to grow or change in the wind, etc. I have full control over the display of these trees. Now what I can do is I can click this scatter tool, and then I am putting down all of that poplar tree. Now as you can see, it's just sitting there quite nicely in there. I also can just move it down a little bit if I want. That looks pretty good. And I also have the ability to then, oops, that's too many trees. I don't want quite that many trees. Click this button, and that will get rid of most of the trees for me. Let's show you that again. So we've got our trees. And then we can get rid of our trees. Head back to our populate tool. We also have the ability to then add in, let's say, these trees here. Hold the shift tool, and then I'm selecting all of them trees. And once again, I'm clicking the scatter tool, selecting there, and we can see it's added a mix of those trees. So by whatever tree you select is the tree that's going to scatter. If you hold down shift, you can select as many trees as you want. The great thing about this is also that you can erase your pathway. So you can actually just do that by doing, holding, say we only want to get rid of this turkey oak tree. When we use the eraser, it's only getting rid of turkey oaks. We also have the ability to use this and just remove the turkey oaks from the selection. We also have the ability to add them back in more and only add the turkey oaks, which is pretty good. If we hold down shift once again, we can then hit the eraser, and we're erasing all trees, and then we can get rid of all the trees that are on the path where we don't want them. As we can see, this has placed trees all over the model. So pretty quickly you get to build up your contexting around your model, which is pretty cool. Now, the other option we have is people pathways, which are great for when you're modeling and doing videos and animations. We show you that. So we go back to our populate tool. We go to instead we go to paths here. Now we go to character path. Now what we can do is, let's say we want people walking across this bridge walk. We can quite do that. And we can see we've got people. Whoops. We can also change the width of this pathway to be bigger, and we notice that people automatically snap to the surface below it. So in this case, we wouldn't want our width to be too wide, otherwise our people are going to be falling off the edge of the bridge walk. We can also change this path midway if we want, and then it'll update. We can change the density, so how many people are walking. And we can change the style of their clothing, so we could have office workers, people traveling, so with luggage, so this could be great for anybody doing airport design, etc. We can change the ethnicity of the people as well, and we can also change the way that they're going. We can have them just stop and not be walking. So that's quickly how you can do character paths. The other path I want to show you is a road, the vehicle traffic path. And so we go back to our populate tool, we go to paths, and we go to vehicle, and it works very similarly. We can just drag our path to go wherever we want. We've got some trees in the way. Okay, there we go. And what we can do is now, once we're happy with our path, we can change how many lanes there are. We can change whether it's left hand or right hand drivers, and we can also do a lane offset and two-way direction, so that we've got people coming in both directions. And we can also change the speed of our cars and the density once again as well, how many cars we've got showing. We can also change the way the traffic's flowing, which is pretty cool. So that's just a little bit about how you can start to model in some pretty cool animation and model in some cool context for your videos. Stay tuned for the next tutorial. Thanks.